Good evening everyone, my name is Dodds and welcome to the start of episode 117 of Dodds Diaries. Now tonight is Wednesday the 4th of September, it's now 25 past 10 and this trip I'm going on my summer holiday of 2024. The last proper summer holiday I had was, well, seaside wise, was Crete. In 2022, me and my mum went to Playa. She's coming along with us again for this one. This year, we're travelling to the Spanish island of Gran Canaria in the Canary Islands, which is off the northwest coast of Africa. Now, firstly, before I do explain any more, if you're wondering, if you're thinking, is it going to be trains and that involved in this? And if you're expecting to see, say, the Renfe trains going from Madrid to Barcelona and stuff and that, well, I'm afraid you will be disappointed because there are going to be no trains once again where I'm going. But that's not what I'm going for. I'm going there for the sun and the sea and the Spanish hospitality. We're travelling to Playa del Ingles, which is next to Maspalomas on the southeast end of Gran Canaria. And we're flying with TUI this year, flying from Newcastle, of course. Doing this bit intro now because I obviously won't have time to do it in the morning, because we'll be setting off in that. This is going to be a lovely holiday. It's going to be more of a travel show, so like the likes of Wish You Were Here and Holiday from my childhood. I used to watch like Judith Chalmers on a Sunday, or even watch Jill Dando on a weekday night on the BBC watching Holiday. So it'll be a show like that, but it'll be Doddsy style. So what will I have? There'll be different beaches to have a look at, different towns and different cities, different attractions for me to see. I do aim to video most bits of it. There might be some bits where I don't actually do video, but I will do pictures in that at least. But at least what I'll be filming, of course, is the flight there and back. I've got the flying buzz in me right now, and that's what I really want to be turning my attention to more nowadays, flying. And I can tell you this, at the end of this year and next year, there'll be a lot more to come. But I'm not bothered about all that yet. Right, in the meantime, that's enough from me. I'm going to get some sleep. Well, I down to bed probably in about an hour and a half, in about under 2 hours time, I should say. I'll get some sleep. For me, it will be about 12 hours time. For you, it'll just be a few moments, so it's good night from this bit. And I'll see you in a few moments now. Right, so off we go. Today is Thursday the 5th of September, it's 10 to 11, so off to somewhere a bit more brighter than today, and where there's no rain compared to today. We're off to the Spanish island of Gran Canaria this afternoon. Firstly, we'll catch the 21 bus up to Gateshead interchange, and then we'll jump on the metro that takes us round to Newcastle Airport from there. Just coming up to the A1. All the major roadworks here, they're due to be finished by the spring of next year. Say goodbye to the Angel of the North for a week at least. Gateshead. We'll catch the metro round to the airport. It'll take about 25 minutes. I've just left South Gosforth coming towards the Stadler Metro Depot. Got the new trains out there, which are due to be, there they are, that's them there, due to be in service hopefully at the end of this year. It's been delayed, they've been delayed several times. Into the airport we go. Once I'm back here once again. There's the runway just there. So we're gonna drop the bags off, get through security, and then I will see you. Well, for you will be well, for you it'll be a couple of moments, for me it'll be probably about an hour or so. And so we're in Newcastle Airport. It's now 20 to 2. And first things first, as always, got to tuck into a drink before I get on any flight. So I've got a Strongbow dark fruit here. Happy holidays. Lovely. So it's a very gloomy day in the northeast today. So there's a Jet 2 down there. A couple of TUI planes. Now that's who we fly with today. Our flight is at 3 this afternoon. I think it's 1424, our flight number. So we put me on one of them this afternoon. So we haven't been with them since 2018. So we're going with the blue instead of the red. It's 2:20, date announced in 25 minutes, and on this side, got a Jet 2, there's one to Lanzarote that's due out later, and there's a TUI over there, possibly that could be ours, or it could be one of them. And there's the big Emirates plane, that's going to take off to Dubai. The flight time is around 6 hours. And usually I see that, on a clear day, I see that plane approaching Newcastle from my house, and usually it is, and it's quite massive when you look up into the sky. So we're out at gate 31 we go, we're on the little bus approach that's going to take us around to, well, it'll be one of them 2 planes just over there. That's who we flew with 2 years ago to Crete. Bit of a delay, but off to the plane we go.
One of them over there, I think.
Possibly, yeah. Well, it will be actually. So we're on a Boeing 737 MAX 8. Right, so on the Boeing 737 MAX 8 we are, and for the first time since 2018 we're back with a blue company. That is of course TUI, once was known as Thomson, and down to Gran Canaria we go. Now obviously I've seen the flight path beforehand. Looks like it'll be about 4.5 hours, and the planes normally go to the tip of Ireland and then down the coast, off the coast of Portugal, before heading towards like sort of northwest Africa, and then into Gran Canaria we go. There's also other people going to the other parts of the Canaries like Lanzarote and that. This will be a fantastic flight. I'm getting used to all this flying nowadays. That's the other bus bringing the other load of passengers that will be joining on.
If you want to introduce yourself, joining up here on the flight deck is Senior First Officer Mark Riddle. Looking at you in the cabin is our fantastic Newcastle-based team led by Carol, and she's joined by Emily, Maddie and Rachel.
No, because this is
Well,
obviously
thank you for boarding so promptly. We are pretty much ready to go. We're just waiting for the last bits of ground equipment from the airplane. And then we'll be stand here, starting for our engine. Taxiing out to the closer end of the runway and taking off in the easterly direction before making a turn down towards the south to the west. During that taxi out, the team will be showing you a short safety demonstration. Before everybody pilots and crew go through their actions in the unlikely event of an emergency situation arises, and safety briefing your official to do the same. So as a courtesy to her, myself, and most importantly, your fellow passengers, please give me full attention for a short duration of time. Mark's flying down today, so once we get up in the air, I'm sure we'll get back to a bit more information about the flight and everything. Until then, and right now, so to be holiday. Thank you very much.
Right, and pushing back we go.
Oh, sorry, you're holding on tight. It's not a ride, you know. Sir, would you just put it on just for takeoff? No, don't apologise.
Looks like there's our turn now to set off from the plane park. The engine's revving up. It is quite a foggy day in the northeast. At least there'll be none of that where we're going. Well, there's a Ryanair just arriving. Now, I think that will have come in on a easterly direction, which means that it'll be taken off on an easterly direction actually. To be honest, I'm glad because it is quite a long way down to the turnaround point down that way. One more turn. Yep, left we go. Should be our turn to Yep, should be our turn now to take off. And there we go. Yes.
Are you ready? You want to get up in the sky now?
There we go. Let's get out of these clouds. I'd give us a tip to get rid of, don't block your ears, cover your nose and blow through it. Now got some blue skies. This must be South Shields way. I think we've come off on the easterly direction and we're now turning. We're going to head southwesterly.
Vaping and the use of e-cigarettes or other similar products is prohibited while on board. This does include an elaborate use which do have smoke detectors in them. Please note you are not allowed to charge any of these devices from any of the onboard power supplies. Only alcoholic drinks supplied by the crew during the bar service can be consumed on today's flight. And in moderation only, as the effects of alcohol do increase with the altitude. Any other alcoholic products are not to be consumed on board. This means any alcohol purchased in duty free at the airport or on board, it must stay sealed until after we get to our destination. Finally, the crew on board are looking forward to taking you on your holidays. Please treat them and your fellow passengers with the courtesy and kindness you would expect to return. You will find some additional safety information on the back page of your shop magazine. We do recommend that you too take time to read this. Thank you and enjoy your flight with us today.
Looks like we're flying over a load of snow. Look at all that cloud down there. Flying over. I've got some clear skies now down there. Just now coming to 4 o'clock. Now one of the good things is with where we are going, there'll be no jet lag whatsoever. That's because the Canary Islands mainland Portugal as well, are all the same time zone as the UK. So there'll be no need for me to change the time on my phone or my camera either. Bank in a bit. I'm going to be building up some frequent flyer miles in months to come. Maybe 33,000 feet. We've had a few planes that flew over us. By the looks of it, that looks like a little bit of that's coastline, yep, so now we're heading off the coast now.
We're just over half an hour, reaching cruising altitude for today of 36,000 feet. At the moment, just off the coast of Ireland, about to pass overhead Waterford, routing down towards the south coast, just off Cork. They will make a slight left-hand turn that will take us down across the Atlantic Ocean, down towards the northwestern corner of Spain initially, just off the Galicia coastline. Then we're routing down the coastline of Portugal, past Porto and Lisbon off to our left-hand side. Thereafter out across the sea again, down on the Morocco coastline, down towards the Canaries, and destination this evening of Las Palmas. All of that should take us round about 3 hours and 35 to touchdown at Las Palmas later on this evening, so we should be on the ground there round about 8 o'clock local time, which is the same local time as back home in the UK, so to reset your watch. On the ground, looks like a pleasant day, temperatures 27 degrees Celsius, fairly strong breeze from the northern pole, which is fairly typical of the Canary Islands, and just a few clouds around. That's about all from me for the time being. Welcome back to Sweet Chick, round about the top of our descent to Gran Canaria. Another update for you on that one down there, and also a little bit of detail on our expected arrival at the airport this evening. In the meantime, the weather is nice, so it's going to enjoy the flight and the service, and I shall speak to you a little bit later on. Thank you.
Clouds are breaking up down this part of the world, and we are flying over the sea. Possibly could be well west of France before we head down to west of Portugal. The flight's going really, really well so far. With the big clouds out that way, there will be some heavy rainfalls because there are a number of storms due for parts of Europe. Between 33 and 36,000 feet in the air, about maybe over 500 miles per hour. So I thought I would try out the in-flight food on TUI. So I've gone for a meal deal, cheese toasty, drink, well I picked a water, and a 12 bar. This came to about just over £8, which is alright for flight food. A bit different than what I had back in March when I went to New York, but still just as nice. So far, the views are looking very stunning out there. All them different clouds as well. See a little jet stream of smoke up there. Quite cloudy here. It's now 6:15 and we can see some land, coastline down there, and possibly that could be Portugal. Could be still maybe west of France, perhaps. But yeah, we are definitely making good progress heading down the Atlantic now. And Portugal is one country I am still yet to go to. So most of the journey now will be over sea, cloud. You can see that must be Portugal in the distance. The lights of Lisbon and Porto, and then down towards the Algarve. And then next will be possibly might see could see a bit of Gibraltar, and then down towards the African continent. Another stunning view as we pass down off the coast of Portugal, which is the west of the Iberian Peninsula. So I've got a few ships and boats out to sea here in the Atlantic. It doesn't look like that we're moving, but we are actually doing about 500 miles per hour. And this is why I chose to sit on this side, so that we can get a view of some land. Possibly that is from the capital Lisbon, might be somewhere over there. And then of course heading east you head towards mainland Spain, and on that part of the coast you see the Rock of Gibraltar, and also that way, that's the Mediterranean Sea. We're going to be heading down off the coast of Africa as we now head into another cloud. So I've caught this just in time. 6:30. Normally I would say UK time, but because we're all into the same time zone as the UK, there's no point in saying UK time. Right, there's a cloud formation as we come down, which I believe is west of the Mediterranean, as we start to head the northwest of Africa. This will be the furthest south I'll have ever gone in my life. So this year I'll have been the further west I've been, and the furthest south I'll have been. I think we've probably got about an hour and 40 minutes still to go. We were just very, very slightly late leaving Newcastle, but hopefully we might have picked up a little bit. And hey ho, it's all going well. Now 7:10 as we're pretty much into the last hour of the flight. It's been a good flight indeed. We've seen some lovely scenery from up here. I'd imagine we're pretty much northwest of Africa. As we head our way down towards the Canaries. Possibly might get a view of Lanzarote and Fuerteventura as we approach Gran Canaria. Those two islands are northeast of Gran Canaria. And then of course this same plane is what will take people who are down there back to Newcastle.
180 miles left on to touchdown now. Should be beginning our descent in the next 5 minutes or so. Just the North Islands at the moment, both Tenerife and Gran Canaria, coming into view now at the front of the aircraft. Routing into Las Palmas today. We're taking us pretty much overhead the city itself. We're making a descending right-hand turn, around to land on one of the two northern bases here. We should be touching down in around about half an hour from now, so about 5 to the hour, 5 to 8 local time down here. Taxi time, probably about 5 minutes or so. Should that be on standby together with this morning? On the ground, weather's still very similar to what I spoke to you earlier on, cooled down a little bit now, 25 degrees Celsius. Still that breeze coming in from the north-northwest, and just a few clouds ahead. We have to the flight with us today. I'm going to have a look at what it was down to Canary Islands. Thanks very much for choosing to eat out of my massive apologies. To appreciate it, and we look forward to seeing you again.
So we'll be landing in about half an hour's time. So we'll be starting to descend pretty soon. 25 to 8 and now we're starting to descend into the Canary Islands. The sea, the Spanish beaches are waiting for me. Oh, and see an island coming up. This might be it. Yeah, I can see. Yeah, Gran Canaria, just here. island is on the other side of us. And what I do know with Las Palmas Airport is that it is on the coast, just like what Heraclian is. That was 2 years ago. So up that way is heading towards Fuerteventura and Lanzarote. Gran Canaria Airport is on the east of the island, so we're banking to the right. My ears have been blocked up, unblocked and unblocked. There's another plane up there actually. Yeah, I can see another plane. Absolutely stunning. Well, there's a ship down there. It's a freighter. It's a ship that's got containers. Gran Canaria. That sun looks absolutely fantastic. That looks like the main. Yeah, you can see the main road down there that runs from the south to the north. We're going to absolutely love it here.
Oh, yeah. Watch it, mate. Watch it. Watch it out the window. Hold on. Good, that's my favorite. Tell Daddy I'm on the ground.
Nearly there. Gran Canaria is known for being a mountainous country. Well, a mountainous island actually. The Canaries are a bit volcanic as well. And touchdown coming up.
Watch it.
And down we are.
Now I'm seeing it off, I think.
You want to go on that? We'll get on an aeroplane and go home. After our holiday.
So lots of different planes, Ryanair, Jet2, Aer Lingus, that'll have come from Ireland, Aer Lingus of course.
Welcome to Las Palmas, where the local time is 8:05. For your safety, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the seatbelt sign has been switched off. Now that we've left everyone away, you can use your handheld electronic devices. Before leaving us today, please check your seat pocket, under the seat, in front of the seat, around the seat, and in the overhead compartment for any items you may have left behind. Please check for any iPads, any phones, any earphones, any passports. Please make sure you do have all of your items because they will be uploaded here in Las Palmas. If you are given an additional seatbelt or life jacket, please leave these on the aisle seat as you leave the aeroplane. For those customers who have requested assistance, please remain seated until all the customers have disembarked, and we'll be free to assist you further. Please have your passports and all relevant documentation ready for the immigration authorities. As a reminder, smoking is still not allowed. This does include vapes, electronic and nicotine devices that do resemble cigarettes. Once the aeroplane has stopped, the cabin crew will take a few moments to focus on carrying out their safety duties. We will then come back to give you further information on which doors you will be using to leave the aeroplane. Have a fantastic time here in Las Palmas, and we look forward to seeing you when you return flight home. Thank you for flying us to the Airways, and have a very good evening to you all.
So we obviously got to get to the terminal, probably a bus into the terminal, then immigration, and then obviously onto our transfer. That'll take us down to Playa del Ingles. See another plane coming in.
I think you might need to Are you over there?
Must be the Dreamliner. And here we are. Right, here we are. Gran Canaria. Just getting our little minibus that'll take us down to Playa del Ingles. As you can see, got all sorts of quarters here. A load of TUI buses. Got a lot of others. Everyone arriving. So it's going to take us about, I think, half an hour to get down to the resort. The main road that'll take us south down the island. Of course, the drive on the right hand side in this country. So we are steaming down what must be Gran Canaria's equivalent of the A1 motorway. There's a plane coming in, just up, that's just up there. We were up there earlier on. At least one thing we can say, it's a straightforward road down to PDI. And I imagine this will be the way the regular buses will run when we go to visit Las Palmas City. And we're coming into Playa del Ingles now. already out to see, look, big hotels. Obviously not, maybe not so many beddings as Benidorm, but anyway. Right, it's 22:23, same time as the UK, and here we are. We're in Playa de Ingles, Gran Canaria, and we're in Jacaranda's beach apartments. Let's take a look around what we have. We have a balcony, which is really good, and that breeze, honestly, is an absolute plus. That's the pool down there. Now, bit of a trouble getting in this particular apartment. You have to go through that security fence. We'll have to phone the out of hours reception to get our key and then get to here. Got some nice hotels here. Some of these big ones would be very, very pricey, and what I do know about this place is that it is quite hilly. Now let's go back in the room and back in the place and have a look. So, telly there. We do have a nice kitchen, actually. This looks kind of good. Comparison to when we were in Herakli, to Malia 2 years ago. Must be a vent or so. Right. Got a built-in cooker. Here's the bathroom. So, well, that looks alright. There's a room in there, 2 beds in there, and then a sofa bed out here. I think I'll be alright sleeping on that. Right, what I'll do is obviously unpack, and I need to wash up a bit before we head out. Right, okay, we're settled now, so out we go. We're walking down what's called the Avenue Ave de Tirama, down to the front of Playa de Ingles, where we'll go and get something to eat. It is 1:45. It's late, but of course there's going to be many places that'll be open where we can get grub and that. Now, obviously I haven't brought the camcorder out tonight, that's why I'm doing these shots on the phone. So, while we're over here, obviously it'll be going to a few different beaches. That's what we're here to do. A few different restaurants and stuff and that. And it is quite warm out here. It's cooled a little. We've had a little freshener. Obviously our apartments don't have air conditioning, which would have been an absolute bonus, but can't be helped. Still, they'd let that spoil everything. So, first bit of grub, McDonald's, and I'm tucking into a Spanish exclusive McDonald's, and you can get here the McRib. I forgot to get that in America. There it is. Also, wedges, bacon cheese deluxe, and of course you can get Mahon beer here in the Spanish McDonald's, and a salsa buffalo sauce. Very nice. So Playa del Ingles, which translates as English Beach, is just over there. So we're actually in Maspalomas, and this is quite a big size of a town, so there's a lot to see for us for the next week or so. So we'll walk back to the lodge now, because I think we're a bit tired. See, there's lots of big hotels and that around here. It does remind me of Benidorm, but so far what I've seen, I think it looks kind of good, if I'm honest. So we've come back to our lodge in the early hours of Friday the 6th of September. So then here's the view we've got from our balcony, and I have to say it's actually really, really good. The only thing what's letting this place down, sadly, no air conditioning in the room, so we're having to swelt it out this week, but we'll get through it. As you can see, I've got that's the pool down there, so I'll probably go in that a couple of times. So yeah, I think this is reasonable. And thankfully, sitting out here, there's a nice breeze, a little breeze as well. For me, that's a welcome relief from the heat. So, starting Chelsea Street in the northeast of England, and got a bus up to Gateshead for a change. That was alright. And then a metro around to Newcastle Airport. And the airport was really, really busy actually. I was thinking it was busier than what I thought it was going to be, because I thought with the kids going back to school, there wouldn't be as many people. There was some kids, I suppose, if they were doing staggered returns, and there was probably there was some college students as well, but they don't go back until a little bit later after the schools. There was a full plane. It was a nice ride as well. Now, checked on flight radar, we flew west across England towards Southport, and then across the Irish Sea down towards Waterford and Cork in the Republic of Ireland, and then we were basically going along the Atlantic Ocean, going south all the way to Gran Canaria, which took us down the coast, went alongside Portugal. So I actually saw Lisbon in the distance. That's a country I want to go to one year. And a good, 4.5-hour ride. Here we are, the Canary Islands, just off the northwest coast of Africa. So that's the end of today. We've got a plan for tomorrow. We are going to head down to the beach. I'm going to try and get some sleep in this heat. And for you, it will just be a few moments. So from this particular bit, good night. Buenos dias, good morning. So today is Friday the 6th of September, and it is on 9:44. And that's a good thing coming down here at Gran Canaria, all the Canary Islands. No jet lag whatsoever, the same time zone as the UK. Finally, we get to see Gran Canaria in the daylight. So this is where the holiday does begin. So we've got a little swimming pool down there. There's one of the big hotels over there. Mind you, I would love one of them, to be honest. They look stunning indeed. And we're going to go and have a look around Maspalomas today. We're going to go on the beach today, definitely. And then we'll have a look around in the evening as well. This is where we're going to really get used to it today and get our bearings. And look, blue skies, we've pretty much got this all week. And temperature wise, we're looking at mid to high 20s all week. It's going to be scorching hot. So our first morning in Gran Canaria. We're going to walk down to the front in Maspalomas. As I said to you, one thing what quite a bit of Gran Canaria is known for is being hilly in many places. Now, of course, as I said, you'd be wondering, will you be seeing any trains or anything? Well, no. There's none of them whatsoever on this island. They're all on the mainland Spain, the Renfes and all that. How you get around this island is by bus. We'll be obviously taking the bus a few times to a few places, but we take each day as it comes along. This really gives me a better opportunity to see like a lot of these hotels in the broad daylight and how they look. And they do look massive, like many resorts when you're down abroad. And the front is just over here. We're going to get some breakfast from Matty D's. As I said, this City of Dodds Diary is going to be more of a travel programme, like Wish You Were Here and Holiday and all that. So stick with me and you will absolutely enjoy this as much as what I am. So we're off to a brilliant start. Just had a bit of breakfast there, as you saw. But nearly €6, and if I'm honest, that is brilliant, that. So we're off to a fab start. We've just had our breakfast, about just over €6 each for it. That's really, really good, and honestly the quality was terrific. That's much cheaper than what you get in England for an English breakfast, and I think probably even better. So anyway, down on the beach, Playa del Ingles we are. This is obviously translated into as English beach, and this looks absolutely brilliant. I've missed going on a hot holiday like this. I haven't done one for 2 years since I went to Crete, and this looks absolutely brilliant, this. So this takes you north up the island, heading up the main road takes you to Las Palmas, and then down that way takes you down to the dunes of Maspalomas, and then you head round towards Puerto Rico, Amadores Beach and Puerto de Morón. And this is the resort where we're staying at. We're going to absolutely love it here this week. There's so much for us to see and do. Most of the times we're going to be down on the beaches, and that's the plan for us today. So this is the Atlantic Ocean, but it'll be a lot more warmer than what it is if you were to go to the Atlantic Ocean off the coast of Ireland. This is heading east, and if you head east across the Atlantic, you actually head to North Africa. Straight across from here is Western Sahara and Morocco. To the northeast of this island is Fuerteventura and Lanzarote. And on the other side, you head towards Tenerife. And La Dromia. So it's 2:15. We're having a lovely time. I'm having a lovely time on the beach in Playa del Ingles, English beach. So the tide's coming in, and it's been clouding over a bit as well. So it's blocked the sun for a bit. But to be honest, sometimes it can be a godsend, because you do want things to cool off at times. Although I would like the sun out pretty much most of the day anyway. I feel as though I'm doing a Wish You Were Here TV show from the 90s. Now, talking of weather, the Canary Islands are usually really good for weather all year round. Even in the winter you can get temperatures of 20 degrees Celsius. But what I do know is that sometimes these islands can get sandstorms. We've been off the northwest coast of Africa. They can get a sandstorm from the Sahara Desert, and that's exactly what happened 4 years ago. Sandstorm came in, and all the stars were just lit up like bright orange colour, and did affect a lot of people trying to get off the island on flights. Would I want to be caught in a sandstorm? I don't think so. The only sandstorm I want to be in is that one that Darude did. So it showed evidence that these beaches, most of them will be man-made. Because obviously these are volcanic islands, most of these beaches will actually be black coloured. I know that Tenerife do have a lot of black sand beaches. That sea, the Atlantic down at this bit, it's lovely to swim in. So we're going to walk back to the lodge for a bit. Had a lovely time down here on the front, but of course there's more of this to come over the next week or so. Just getting a few bits, including bottles of water, and trust me, you do need big bottles of water in Spain, and well, wherever you are, Canaries or Balearics. The tap water is not drinkable, so you have to get bottles of water for that. And because we've gone self-catering, we've got other bits and bobs as well. We think self-catering's a little better for us, because then we can have what we want and we can eat what we want. For this holiday, I think we paid something between somewhere around 700, actually no, about between 600 and 700 per person for our package holiday with TUI. So we've come back into the lodge to freshen up. I need to freshen up, and unfortunately I have caught the sun. I should have put more sun cream on. Forgotten how hot it could be down here. It is mid 27, 28 degrees out here today in that hot African sun. So this is the Jack Granada's apartment, surrounded by a lot of big hotels, facilities. It's got a pool down there, which I'll probably have a swim in. It's got a pool table, sun lounges, and well, that's pretty it, to be honest, because it is self-catering what we've gone. But to be honest, we don't mind that. It's still a lovely view what we've got here, balcony view. We like that. Just a shame it had no air conditioning. Now, obviously, I'm probably not going to take the camcorder out much, because, well, anyway, I'll be filming bits and bobs through the week. It's because of the heat, and I've got to carry a lot more around, whereas my phone, which is decent enough now, a better phone, I can still get decent images in that. So if the footage does look a bit crap because I haven't got not using the camcorder, well, I'm sorry about that, but that's just, it is what it is, as one of the lads at work says. Right, it's 7:15, out we go. We've freshened up with getting a few things in the supermarket because we're self-catering, so we're going to head out. We're going to go to the Yumbo centre, and this is where we're staying. Jack Granada's Jacanada's beach. See, look, that's the pool down there. It's basically just apartments only. This is where we are staying. We're going to walk up this way. As I said to you, Maspalomas is a hilly place. Quite a bit of Gran Canaria is hilly in places. But we just have to live with it. Mind you, though, at home, I'm used to walking up and down a much steeper bank to and from town. So I've walked a couple of streets up. As you can see, this place, of course, is absolute full of hotels and apartments. So some of them are even further out from the seafront, like that one up there. But what you'll find is a lot of them have shuttle buses that'll take you from the hotel down to the front. So here it is, the Yumbo Centre, which is a shopping centre. It's got shops, bars and restaurants. It's an open air one. Let's go and check it out. So tucking into a pint of Victoria. Cheers. Oh, lovely that. Just ordered some food, ordered a smoky burger. It was a lovely bit of food what we had in the Yumbo Centre, and we will be back there a few more times, I think, this week. We'll walk to a viewpoint of Playa de Ingles that we've been looking at, and we want to get there before it gets a bit too dark. So here we are, we've come to a viewpoint that overlooks Playa de Ingles, and this looks as a stunning view from up here. Over there, that is they're the dunes of Maspalomas, just over there. That's like the very southeast of the island. All this is where we were last night, was all closed by the time we got here. That's the beach we were on earlier on today. Look at all them other places up there. San Augustine is up that way. Look at them all lit up. That's like there's an industrial area up there. Not interested in that, obviously. But this view up here looks absolutely terrific. Come to see this here at night time. And we'll probably come up here to see it in the daytime. So of course, round in this place you've got all sorts of bars, restaurants, clubs and that you can go to, from like obviously like for tapas, you've got even Spanish places, you've got even the Chinese, Italian, Irish bars, British bars of course, as well as usual like McDonald's and that down there. So there's all sorts of restaurants here of course that will to taste your needs. Of course we won't be able to go in all of them, but we will be going in a good selection of them. This is just, it looks all stunning lit up at night time.
Thank you so much for singing the karaoke. Muchas gracias por eso.
And of course, when you do come to Spain, to get part of the Spanish experience, you have to drink sangria, and that's what me and my mum have here, a glass each. And here we done. That is really nice. That sangria, it does have a bit of a similar taste to like mulled wine, what you get at Christmas, but at least this version, and they put fruit and all sorts in it. So just having a look down on the front at the many bars and restaurants, gift shops and all that we've seen, and we've seen loads, some lovely fantastic ones as well. So we've had another lovely walk down on the front of Playa de Ingles this evening. At least now we've had a proper good look at the nightlife in this part of Gran Canaria, and honestly, I'm quite impressed, yeah. Lots of different kinds of bars and restaurants and that, from all sorts of stuff. Everything to suit your needs. Now, of course, you may be wondering that I am doing a lot of videos on my phone here. Don't worry, I will of course be doing some, and I'm doing some on my camcorder as well. It's just, the thing is, it's just getting the camcorder out of the bag and that. Sometimes I just can't be bothered to do it at times, that's why I just use my phone. It's just a bit more quicker. Walking back to the lodge now. And since we are walking back to the lodge now, we may as well end this particular bit for today. Been a good day, we've been down the front here and been a few places around Playa de Ingles, Maspalomas, and another fantastic day is due tomorrow, and we're going to go outside the town. Actually, we're going to go head sort of southwest along the island. So I will see yous in the next bit. Good night. Good morning. Today is Saturday, 7th of September, and once again we've got a beautiful sunny day here in the Spanish island of Gran Canaria ahead of us. It is a nice view what we have from our apartment. It's nice when you get a view and the pools in sight. I like that. So today we're going to go actually to Amadores beach, which is just near Puerto Rico. Now to get there we get the bus. On this island there are no trains, no trams, nothing on rails whatsoever. It's just it's buses what get you around the island. So we're going to take one of them today to Amadores beach. And what I know, it's a beautiful location that I want to go and see. So we're going to walk to the bus stops outside the Yumbo centre, and that's where we'll catch one of the buses to Amadores Beach. It's the one that goes to, well, it goes past Puerto Rico. So we've been walking uphill. We need to cross another road, then cross the avenue to Gran Canaria, and then where we do catch the bus is actually on what's known as the GC 500. Now that is the equivalent of our dual carriageways in the UK. For example, the A1 north of Washington services. What we came down on Thursday night from the airport was the equivalent of our motorways. So the equivalent of our A1 motorway. So that's the bus company that runs around Gran Canaria, the global bus network. We're on the Avenue de Gran Canaria and we need to wait for the 33. It's only going to cost €3.10 each way. That's quite cheap, that. So it's going to take about 35-40 minutes. Looks like these buses, they're more like coaches compared to our double-deckers. This is Far Road to Maspalomas. This is the other side of the dunes. So it's like a resort town, another resort town around here. After this we're going to head our train towards the motorway. Actually that will take us towards Puerto Rico and Amadores Beach. is equivalent of the A1 we drove. We'll follow this road now. Most of the journeys we go along the coast. Oh, it looks stunning, this.
Stunning, I know. Or I think
So we're in Puerto Rico, and what I've seen, this looks absolutely stunning, this location, and the beach looks lovely as well, so hopefully we get the chance, we will be coming here another day. Oh, this looks absolutely beautiful, this.
Italia.
So here I am, close up of Amadores Beach. Oh, this looks absolutely beautiful, this. Look at that sea, that water, just crystal clear. The sort of thing I would only dream of watching holiday programmes and that. Of course, back home, you cannot get seawater that clear. The North Sea, for example, is like dull as out. But here, look at that. That just looks absolute beautiful, that. Busy day today, Saturday, so we're obviously going to go and get a couple of sunbeds, and we're going to be chilling here for quite a bit. This is just beautiful, this. So I've had a lovely time down at the beach. I think I'm going to be in Amadores Beach for most of the day, so tucking into Italian gelato, tiramisu and caramel mellow flavour. They look absolutely delicious. For me, it's a taste of what's to come at the end of this year once again, and next year. we've had an absolute lovely time on the beach. In fact, we're going to be staying pretty much most of the day here on Amadores Beach. There's where all the bars, restaurants and that are, along the front. But then you've got all sorts of gift shops and all that. This is absolutely stunning beach, this, and look at the quality of that water, like crystal clear blue. It's maybe a little cold when you get in, but honestly, it does warm up once you're in. And that hotel there is a Riu hotel. Now, they're actually up there. They're actually a well-known chain throughout Spain that run a number of big hotels. I bet it'll be a lot of money to stop in one of those. You can tell this is a volcanic island, looking at all the mountains, all the Rocky Mountains around the island. So, on the beach here, if you wanted to hire a bed and umbrella, sombrero, it costs about €15 to hire it, but then that's it for the day. I think it costs €7 for a bed, but then add on a bit more for a sombrero. So, and of course, you can do all sorts of activities here. You can do water sports, like we've got like rides there for the kids and adults and that. You can do like jet skiing. You can go like on boat trips around the island as well. Oh, honestly, we've only been here since Thursday night, and we absolutely love Gran Canaria. Honestly, it looks absolutely amazing, and there's still much more to see and do while we're here. So we're having tea in the steakhouse pizza and tapas, and I of course have gone for traditional Spanish paella. It's a meat paella I've got there, and my mum's got a Spanish omelette with a nice view right beside the coast, behind the sea, and also a chance for me to watch a little bit of football as well. So walk to the other side of Playa de Amadores, and it's just absolutely beautiful, this. Honestly, we've had an absolutely lovely day today here. There's still much more to see and do between now and next week, but we're not thinking about that. Just look how blue coloured that is. Honestly, that's just absolute amazing, that. All sorts for the kids they can do here. There's all sorts of things to do with that. See, on the tops of the cliffs we've got many big hotels and apartments up there, and they're very, very high up. I don't think that you want to be climbing up to them. But that's why they do have lots of hotel shuttle buses to allow people to get from the hotel down to the front and vice versa. They'll be quite expensive, I would think, as well, all them up there. So we're just going to take a nice slow walk alongside Amadores Beach, or of course translated into Spanish as Playa de Amadores. Playa means beach in Spanish. And this is just absolutely beautiful, this. And another day we will visit just a little further along the coast, Puerto Rico. We'll have a look there. Another stunning view of Playa de Amadores. We have absolutely enjoyed it here, but now we're going to go and catch a bus back to Playa del Ingles. Get back to the lodge for a bit before we head back out. We could be back again, but we are going to visit Puerto Rico nearby another day. Meantime, onwards we go. So I say goodbye to Playa de Amadores. Hey, you'll find it such a lovely day here. Sadly, it's one of them buses that have got branding all over it, but you can't. It is a lovely sunset over Gran Canaria tonight. So we're going to head back to Playa del Ingles along the crossroad. So we're just coming out of Puerto Rico. We plan to come here on Tuesday actually. We're just coming into Maspalomas, which is next to Faro de Maspalomas, the other side of the dunes. So we're not far away. And so we're back in Playa del Ingles, just walking past the Yumbo centre that's just up there. It's now 21:01. We'll walk back the lodge, refreshing up before I come up to here, the Yumbo Centre, because I've just had a look at it, and it looks, on a Saturday night, the atmosphere in it looks brilliant, and that is what we're going to go and see when we come back up. Right, we're back in the lodge. It's 1:30 in the morning. People will still be out up at the Yumbo Centre, but there's people also, the party still goes on in some of these apartments and hotels and that, on the balconies and that. And this is see, it's all lovely lit up at night time. Honestly, it looks really nice. So, we've been to Amadores beach today, and honestly, what a beautiful part of Gran Canaria it is. I highly recommend you go there. It's a beautiful beach. It's actually a man-made beach. Gran Canaria being a volcanic island, so they actually get sand imported, I think, from the Sahara Desert. We got the bus to there, and bus fares are really cheap here in GC. They can go from like €1.30 up to about €3.10. You can get return fares as well. So buses are really cheap. We're going to be using them a few times to get to the bits where we need to get to while we're over here. We spent all day in Playa de Amadores, walked along the front and that. And then I've tucked into Spanish paella. Paella is really, really nice. It's basically it's a rice dish. It's like a bit of, like, say, mango flavour, bit of orange flavour in it, and then I had a meat paella. It's really, really nice. And then plus I've been watching the football today, and then we've just been out tonight and had a proper look at the Yumbo Centre here in Playa del Ingles, and it's nightlife. And I think, honestly, the nightlife in the Yumbo Centre is better than the nightlife down in the front of PDI. Down in the front, it just doesn't look the same as what it is in the Yumbo Centre. And plus, in the Yumbo Centre, you can get drinks and food cheaper than what you can down in the front. I'd still recommend going down in the front. No, there are some lovely places down there, but just so far from what I've seen, I think the Yumbo Centre is just better. Right, time for me to get some sleep. So that's it from this bit. Good night.